It's really interesting to see that a lot of respondents said that BYOD potentially has a lot of different benefits, and a lot of those benefits are focused on the employee rather than the organisations. So 67% said that it allows employees to work more flexibly. They're not necessarily tied to the desk and working on a 9 to 5. They can respond to clients later on in the evening or in the day, so it allows potentially that international commerce to happen. And similarly, 57% said it enables employees to have a better work-life balance. But nonetheless, although the research did point out these benefits, the main benefit, the benefit that was selected the most by 71%, is the fact that it potentially makes employees more productive. If organisations have a BYOD policy, it does mean that people can do more with their time, that they can work more efficiently, that they can get more work done. So yes, there are employee benefits, but there are also benefits to the organisation as a whole as well. It helps both sides. The potential drawback of BYOD is because it's not something that's necessarily come into the organisation from the IT department, organisations are struggling to know how to react. With something like cloud computing, organisations could implement that on their own terms in their own time. And that could be a slow migration over a couple of years, 4 or 5 years, to get everything into the cloud so that they can make sure that everything is safe, all the data is handled properly, securely, and everything else. Because BYOD is being demanded by employees, employees are coming into the workplace with tablets and smartphones and asking the IT department to make applications and data available through these devices right now. And employees are used to using these devices at home, where if they want to install an application, it's downloaded and installed within a minute or so. And organisations are having to react really quickly to that. And there's certainly evidence in the research that suggests that they're struggling. We asked people if they had a BYOD policy, and about half, 52%, said that right now they do have a BYOD policy that encourages people to use their own devices. It does enable them to do so rather than prohibits them. But on another question, we said, okay, you have employees in your organisation. Are you allowing them to use their own particular devices, forgetting about a policy? And 84% said that they either allow employees to use their own devices, no matter what they are. They allow employees to use a selection of devices, which again they provide, or they allow employees to use their own applications, again from a list. But there are only 52% who actually have a formal policy, and that potentially presents a real security issue, because it does mean that there's a third of organisations, quite large organisations as well, who are potentially leaving themselves exposed, who aren't putting provisos in place to make sure that their data is kept secure, is used appropriately, and that data isn't taken off the premises or mishandled in some way. And that does present organisations with a real risk. Yes, there are real benefits to adopting BYOD, but organisations do need to think really carefully about how they're implementing BYOD policies.